Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Last night, Sunday, November 13th, 2016, a brilliant example of how professional sports are scripted by the numbers, how they're tributes to the past. Anyone who watched Sunday Night Football last night couldn't help but have deja vu from the last time those same two teams met. Those were the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks, who last played in Super Bowl 49. It ended at the goal line. Last night's game ended at the goal line with the opposite outcome. So, anyway, if you do not follow my blog and you like my sports work, you've been missing out for going on 3 years now. Again, I can't emphasize it enough. The majority of my work is done at my blog. Everything is done at the blog first. Anytime I'm making a video, it's reading from the blog. And, if you're missing my blog, you're missing the sports information I'm putting out. This weekend, before the games were played, I showed why I liked the Cowboys to beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh and why I liked the Seahawks to beat the Patriots in New England. It was both foretold in the numbers. Let's revisit both here. Just real quick, in case you only have seconds to listen, I knew that yesterday Pete Carroll was playing for his 99th career win, and I know that in Gematria, New England equals 99, and Pete Carroll was the last head coach in New England in 1999 before Bill Belichick took over. And as soon as Pete Carroll won last night, they announced how it was his first time being there since 99. 99th win, New England 99. Plus, there was even more to it than that, which we'll cover. Also, the reason I like the Cowboys is because Pittsburgh Steelers in Gematria sums to 81, and if the Cowboys won, they'd become 8-1 over them. Those are two teams who played in Super Bowl 13 once upon a time. The game was coming on the 13th day of the month. In Gematria, Dallas equals 13. Of course, the Steelers did win Super Bowl 13, but I think this year there's symbolism in fates changing. Steelers on the decline, Cowboys on a big rebound. Talk about the symbolism of why that game was yesterday, too. It was 84 days before the Super Bowl. United States of America equals 84. America's team. The Steelers are in their 84th season this year. So we'll get to the Steelers, but check this out. Yesterday's game. Here's what you need to know. The last time these two teams played was on the Super Bowl. February 1st, 2015. Super Bowl 49, yesterday's game, November 13th, 2016, exactly 93 weeks. And if you've missed my work this year on football, I've been talking a lot about 93 with the Patriots, the Bill Belichick, the Tom Brady tributes. The number 93 represents Saturn, the keeper of time. The reflection of 93 is 39, and 39 is always huge on Sunday Night Football. This year, Tom Brady's 39 years old. Last year, Manning went out at age 39. Russell Wilson has birth numerology at 39, which we'll talk more about. But anyway, Saturn, the keeper of time. Saturn has gematria of 93 as well as 21. And 21 was the number with how Super Bowl 49 wrapped up. Recall, the game ended at the goal line. It was the first pass play by the Seattle Seahawks for the entire season, all the regular season, all the playoffs, all the Super Bowl up until that moment. It was the first time all season the Seattle Seahawks chose to do a pass play on the goal line. The reason they hadn't done one all season was because they had Marshawn Lynch, who at the time was pretty much the most powerful running back, known for being able to always pick up a yard, unstoppable, able to move the pile. This is what Marshawn Lynch was known for. All year, the Seahawks used him to punch it in. And they did it successfully all season. And there they were, second and goal with plenty of time to run the ball. And they chose to throw a pass play. And what happened with that pass? It was intercepted by number 21. And go back and look at the box score. I've been talking about this since the day it happened. It was Russell Wilson's 21st pass, intercepted by number 21 on the down 2nd and 1. The down was 2nd and 1, second and goal. On the date February 1st, 2/1. And if you go watch the instant replay, you'll see that he intercepts the ball with 21 seconds left. All 21. This number attributed to Saturn, the keeper of time. Patriots go on to win the game. Everyone made jokes for months after how they should have just ran the ball. Then they would have won the Super Bowl. ESPYs in Gematria sums to 21. Russell Wilson was the opening joke of the ESPYs on the stage. That very joke about how he should have handed off to Marshawn Lynch. Number 21 for the Patriots got to go to the Grammy Music Awards, and he awarded Beck his 12th studio album. Beck in Gematria sums to 21. 12th studio album, Seattle the 12th man, 12 the reflection of 21. So anyway, last night's game 93 weeks later, the game that ended with 21, which I've been talking about. Sunday Night Football 39. Yesterday's date had a life lesson number of 33. 33 was a big number on Super Bowl 49, which was in Glendale, Arizona, which is on the 33rd parallel. Glendale in Gematria equals 33. 33, the number of masonry. Masonry 33. Secrecy 33. Freemasonry invented American football. Yesterday's date, a life lesson number of 33. A number that often goes with 93 is 54. They say the sun is 93 million miles away. The sun truly is the keeper of time. They call Saturn the keeper of time to the occult. Saturn equals 93. The word sun equals 54. 54, 93, sun 93 million miles away. Russell Wilson also has Gematria 54. The date Russell Wilson was born, which is November 29th, 1988, that's the 333rd day of the year. Date with 39 numerology. Last year on his birthday, they played the Steelers, who they lost to in the Super Bowl years ago. The Seahawks won with 39 points on Russell Wilson's birthday over the Steelers. So heading into the game, the Seahawks were 5-2, Patriots 7-1. The over and under was at 49.5, and then as the game approached, it dropped to 49. Remember, the Patriots and Seahawks met in Super Bowl 49. Washington and Gematria equals 49. In the regular season, the teams were tied at 8-8. The Patriots also beat the Superhawks and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, meaning they led all-time 9-8. I noticed that if the Patriots lost, they'd be 9-9. It would be Pete Carroll's 99th win. New England equals 99. Something else that I wrote. In history, NFL history, the Miami Seahawks were a football team. They folded after one season. That ownership created the Baltimore Colts. Colts Seahawks. There's a riddle going on with the Colts and the Patriots and Deflategate. You know, Seahawks win. The old Seahawks became the Colts. I think there's a riddle here. I think the Colts are going to come back this year and upset the Patriots in the playoffs. I've been saying it since I think the season began. Last year, Andrew Luck had a bad season. He said he really wants revenge against Tom Brady and the Patriots. Tom Brady's getting old. How many more seasons does he got? I think now is the time for the revenge. We'll find out soon enough. So here are the past games with the Seahawks and the Patriots. The last time they played before last night, February 1st, 2015, the Super Bowl. The final score was 24-28, sum of 52 points. Russell Wilson last night got his 52nd win, and Brady last night got his 52nd loss, which is amazing for how long Brady's career is to have that few losses. 52nd win, 52nd loss last night. Here it is. Tom Brady, regular season. He had 51 losses. He got number 52 last night. Russell Wilson, regular season, got his 52nd win. And that Super Bowl score, a sum of 52 points, number of prophecy. Prophecy has to do with time. Last night's game synced up by the numbers of time to the occult. Saturn, which is further proof of what I'm saying. Your Freemasons run your football leagues. They run them by the numbers the same way they script history. Either that or we all live in the Matrix. And I don't think it's the latter. You know? Also, what I noticed, and part of the reason I thought the Seahawks would win, Tom Brady's next win will be his career 199th win, and I feel like this has to come in his hometown, which is exactly where his next game is. Next week, they're at the 49ers. Tom Brady grew up right next to where the new 49er stadium is in Santa Clara. He'll get his 199th win next week. 199 is the 46th prime number. Tom Brady was the 199th pick of the 2000 draft, playing at Michigan in 99. He was the 199th pick. 199 is the 46th prime. Michigan in Gematria sums to 46. So does Patriots. Patriots sums to 37, and with the S exception, 46. Tom Brady, the 199th pick. Last year in Super Bowl 50, the 46th Super Bowl of the modern era, which was hosted in Levi's Stadium. And I forgot to say, Levi's Stadium equals 46. Last year in Levi's Stadium for the Super Bowl, a lot of tributes to 199, which I documented during the game. And recall, I predicted last year in October that the Super Bowl would be won by the Broncos, and in November I said it would be over the Panthers, and I showed how the Broncos and Panthers had played in history, and their last games summed to a total of 50 points. The games are scripted throughout history. They point to events to come in the future. You know, I haven't considered the Seahawks for making the Super Bowl in the NFC, but I need to start paying more attention. In case I read the narrative wrong earlier this year, the Seahawks got some major tributes in the time of the World Series. You know, how we saw in the NBA season when they were in the NBA Finals, the Cleveland Indians were playing the same teams as the Cleveland Cavaliers, the exact same cities that the Cavs were playing in the playoffs. The Indians were playing in their regular season. The teams went on the same win streaks. And lo and behold, that Cleveland baseball team went on to be in a championship just like the Cavs. I'm just documenting. Seahawks have been getting tributes for the World Series. Got to pay attention. They're one of the better teams in the NFC. They just dethroned the champs. That said, I'm not saying I think the Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying I got to start taking more notes just to make sure my initial picks not incorrect. Sometimes, you know, my picks aren't always dead on. I read the wrong narrative. We're trying to read the script ahead of time here. So anyway, Tom Brady, the Seahawks upset. It was in the numbers big time. This was a clear read. I didn't really see a read for the Patriots to win in this game. The halftime score, 19-14, a sum of 33. Date with a life lesson number 33. Seahawks and Gematria has the 33 connection. They're the only team to win the Super Bowl on the 33rd day of the year, February 2nd, defeating the Broncos and Peyton Manning, the team that won Super Bowl 33. Remember how the Simpsons foreshadowed the Broncos-Seahawks Super Bowl? Look at the score on that screen of that game. It also sums to 33. Simpson in Gematria equals 33. So anyway, as we covered, Pete Carroll got his 99th career win in New England, which equals 99. First time there since 99. Patriots lost with 24 points. Seahawks and Pythagorean Gematria, no exception, sums to 24. 31, the 11th prime. Football, a game of 11 on 11. Notice the 113 timestamp. Again, mainstream equals 113. Dishonest 113. Number of the Freemasons code on their lies, often mocking us. ESPN before the game and the television crew that was doing the game, I think it was on NBC, who does Sunday Night Football. Not sure about that. One of those channels. Anyway, they were talking about the "you mad bro" incident. This was a phrase everyone was regurgitating for a year, especially up here in Seattle. Became a big phrase. I live up here in Seattle. "You mad bro." The Seahawks beat the Patriots on their home field, and then Richard Sherman ran up at the end of the game, and it was captured on camera, him yelling, "You mad bro." That game was October 24th, 2012. Score of 23-24. Notice the sum of 47 points. Seattle's on the 47th parallel. The Space Needle, the landmark, has a rotating restaurant that does a full rotation every 47 minutes. The word time in Gematria equals 47. Anyway, "you mad bro" sums to 74, the reflection of 47. "You mad bro" the small way sums to 29, just like football. Just like week 10, here the Patriots and Seahawks were meeting in week 10. 29 is also the 10th prime number, week 10, number 10. These connections to 10, these teams meeting, they're talking about the anniversary of "You Mad Bro," which was the last regular season meeting before the Super Bowl. The date of that game was a date with a life lesson number of 29. "You Mad Bro" 29, football 29. What I'm trying to tell you is these athletes, they are puppets. I guarantee you Richard Sherman was told to go yell that phrase for all part of the narrative. This Gematria, it's no joke to this gang. These people worship these numbers. They quote them all the time. This is their religion. The people who run our sports leagues, they are the Freemasons. They are the Zionists. They're into these occult, esoteric practices. It's undeniable when you pay attention. Even to me studying it does seem ridiculous. Like, I can't believe that the people, I knew the people of this world who were running it were crazy, but just to do this is, you see it, it's lunacy. Richard Sherman, crazy person. Just so happy to be so loudmouth and arrogant, fulfilling his role, selling out the masses, being a millionaire, playing in rigged sports. This is craziness. We live in a crazy world. Also want to point out, here's Seattle's coordinates. Here's the coordinates for Gillette Stadium where they played last night. They're on the 42nd parallel there. Washington's the 42nd state, Freemason 42. Very important number. The divisors of 42 sum to 96. Pete Carroll got his 96th career win against the Jets this year, the first team he coached. Jets, Patriots, same division. Pete Carroll getting tributes by the numbers, gets number 96 against the Jets. Freemason number. Rex Ryan was fired after 96 games with that team. Then he gets 99 against New England. What I also noticed is that from the You Mad Bro game to last night's game was 213 weeks. 213 is the number for Nimrod, the original Freemason from the Bible. Another Freemason tribute. 42, number of the Freemasons. Tom Brady 4-2 in Super Bowls. He became 4-2 by beating the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. 42nd state, 42nd parallel. Freemason 42. ESPN had this story up. Bill Belichick, Pete Carroll, the two oldest coaches in the league. Belichick replaced Pete Carroll at New England. This story was about how maybe Pete Carroll's taken over as, the best coach in the NFL. Notice the minute 37 timestamp. The number 137 is the 33rd prime number. Yesterday's game on the life lesson number 33, Seahawks 33, they won it. It's also 97 seconds. This is the 97th season of the NFL. Bill Belichick equals 97. Been getting tributes by the numbers all year.